Disclaimer, I do not dislike TVSins, and that is not a lie. So I'm sending another TVSins video, and this time it's for the SpongeBob episode Survival of the Idiots. Enjoy, everyone.
Right, we're gonna go to Sandy's house!
Reckless abandon accordion running. Keep your head up and focused on a single point on the horizon while running. Your back will thank you.
Okay, you are right about that with Patrick, since sea stars do in fact have a spine, but that shouldn't apply to SpongeBob because sea sponges are invertebrates. Though, interestingly, this season 5 episode shows them both having spines, even though SpongeBob shouldn't have one.
Sandy?
That is a sign on a door.
That's not the point. SpongeBob's surprised that Sandy's telling them to keep out, especially because they do a lot of things together in this series.
Also, do you want murdered? Because walking into a house with a keep out sign on the door is how you get yourself murdered.
But since SpongeBob and Patrick don't know that Sandy's hibernating, they're not worried about entering to find out the reason for the sign.
Dear Heavenly Squirrel Lord, please help the digestive passageways of this highly confused underwater dwelling creature. The lack of chewing and the alarming consistency of this food chonk may end her too soon.
But this kind of eating has happened in other episodes in this show. For example, in the episode Pressure, Patrick eats a Krabby Double Deluxe in a single bite and survives.
No means yes!
I mean, we like to think that Patrick and SpongeBob are great, but Patrick is a total asshole here and SpongeBob is going along with something he knows to be wrong.
But SpongeBob doesn't immediately go along with Patrick here. Right after this, Patrick opens the door to reveal the snow in Sandy's tree dome, which is what draws SpongeBob in.
It's okay, SpongeBob. This stuff is water!
I'm sitting myself for believing that I could ever understand how any of this works.
Hi there, SpongeBob.
Back talking.
Pointing things out on the screen.
Hey, Sandy! If you can't hear us, don't say anything!
Are we supposed to actively despise SpongeBob and Patrick? Because they're being such sponge holes that they can eat a bag of sea cucumbers for all I care.
I can answer that question in two ways. One, that would apply to those that hate SpongeBob. And two, while I don't count this episode as one, there are certain episodes where we feel like we're supposed to hate a certain character, and I'll give 3 examples here. In this episode, we're supposed to hate SpongeBob for his obliviousness to Puffy Fluffy attacking Gary. In this episode, which is my least favorite episode by the way, we're supposed to hate Patrick and the fish sandals. For Patrick, it's due to him gluing SpongeBob to his ringer with his forever glue and not caring about his suffering, at least until the end of the episode. And for Sandals, it's because of him saying this to SpongeBob after he justifiably lashes out at Patrick. And lastly, we're also supposed to hate Patrick in this episode for scaring Squidward in order to sell his black lemonade. There definitely are others, but I think what I've given is plenty.
Scalpers.
Okay, but what does that have to do with this?
The fire's not gonna happen, Patrick.
Because SpongeBob can create tape out of thin air, but not wood for a fire. Or just a fire.
But cartoons sometimes set certain rules. You know what? Never mind.
Maybe it's her fur!
The random way this show Google image searches itself is so strange. Thanks, SpongeBob. I always wondered what fur meant.
Well, just because you feel that way about it doesn't mean that others also feel the same way, meaning I'll give this the TVSins award. And here's the end result, everybody. The TVSins sin total was 139, and the sentence will be, I'm Dirty Dan. Thank you for watching, everybody, and have a Merry Christmas.